The thinking routine I selected was See, Think, Wonder. The purpose of this routine is to develop the students' observational skills and encourage them to process the information they are taking in, then develop questions that have arisen from these observations and thinking time. I'm a Year 1 teacher of a co-educational class that consists of 26 6 to 7-year-old students. I work at the same school as my team members, but at a different campus. My campus is only for students in kindergarten and Year 1. This was the first time the students had been introduced to thinking routines. The thinking routine was used as part of an integrated literacy and visual art inquiry. The visual art unit was called Artist Inspiration and explored the many different places artists seek inspiration. The literacy outcomes were writing outcomes that focus on the students using greater detail in their writing and having a more coherent plan and structure for their pieces. The students were provided a thought-provoking picture titled Then and Now by Ben Faze. I followed a script that walked the students through how to have a long look without making any interpretations. The students wrote down some of what they noticed before turning to a peer, sharing what they'd noticed, and then adding any new ideas to their own page. From there, the students were required to think more deeply about the image and jot down what they believed to be happening and what the artist's purpose may have been. They again turned to a peer and had a discussion about what they believed to be occurring before moving into the wonder component. The students wrote down the questions they were now wondering after looking at the image, thinking about the image, and talking to their peers. These wonderings were then shared with the class. The students then used these ideas as prompts to write a creative piece of writing. The wonderings were particularly helpful when the students were planning their complications and resolutions. What worked well was that the students were genuinely interested in the picture and appeared very engaged when they were sharing what they could see in the picture with their peers. There were lots of statements about the differences in clothing, lighting, and general decor, as well as the fact that one half of the image was in black and white. However, what didn't work quite as planned was that the students didn't have enough time to complete their creative pieces of writing. I think that too long was spent on the See, Think, Wonder routine, with not enough time left for the students to fully engage in the writing task. This may also be because as the students are only in Year 1, they required added time to write, and the lesson would have been more effective if it was actually split over 2 lessons. Equally, trying to have this lesson introduce a thinking routine to the students whilst incorporating 2 subject areas was clearly too much. So the focus of the discussions and the end pieces really only focus on the writing skills, not the visual art skills. I think that the See, Think, Wonder routine could be utilised throughout the school year across many different and connected subject matter areas. In particular, I think the routine could be quite useful at the beginning of new units and lessons in terms of introducing students to new content by observing a picture, video, graphic or artefact and engaging in deep observation, then wondering to develop inquiry questions that lead the unit. In terms of its use more broadly at the school, I would hope to be able to encourage the use of the routine across Year 1. Year 1 is intending a review of its unit and lesson plans ready for the 2018 school year, and I think the See, Think, Wonder could be incorporated into any of these programs.